Hey, Draymond, ogre, whatever what you call me? Hey, listen, man, you ain't handsome. You damn sure ain't cute. Man, I've been having a dime piece on my side. My wife been on my side since the 10th grade, before the NBA logo. Before Jared West was on my socks, I've been had mine. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here or there, but at the end of the day, man, look, I ain't none of these other cats, man. I'm going to say what I want to say. And at the end of the day, man, like I said, you wasn't being aggressive like the Draymond of old. Yeah, you did your thing tonight, but thinking I'm going to be quiet or thinking, man, look, you got the wrong one. I ain't going to shut up for nobody, man. Look, I ain't born none of that. Remember that. So at the end of the day, man, my whole message to you is, man, you ain't handsome. You ugly. You ain't handsome. Don't be getting on there thinking you cute because you got the...
Some pretty boisterous comments from none other than Kendrick Perkins. It came after Draymond Green said this following the Warriors' win over the Grizz in Game 6 and advancing to the conference finals. Here's what he said in his post-game presser. He said, "Some guys say I'm scared to shoot the basketball. Scared and me in the same sentence is brutal, but you got this big ogre on TV talking about what Draymond says ain't the gospel. What I say is the gospel. When you say that multiple times on different segments, you must think what I say is the gospel. So you got to come out and shut some of these guys up sometimes. When you got people talking out of the side of their neck, guys saying anybody can make the pass that Draymond makes, that's just stupid." Draymond went on to say, "But these are people who get employed to talk on TV about our game. Anybody can make that pass. You make that pass. We love to see it." I played against that guy, by the way. I'm talking about Kendrick Perkins, said Draymond. For those of y'all that don't know, I'm never ducking no smoke. As the Memphis Grizzlies towels say, I don't duck smoke. Anybody can make that pass. Draymond, you couldn't. So good luck. You just got to come out and shut people up sometimes. It was very fun to do that. Draymond also added a couple cents on Twitter. He says that he makes Kendrick Perkins more relevant and that Perkins had a couple of, quote, decent seasons as a player. Now, to be fair to Draymond, it was Big Perk that started this while he was doing his job. He was critical of Draymond not looking to shoot as much as he would like on ESPN's First Take. This is what Perk said to kick all this off. He said, "Matter of fact, can somebody tell Draymond it's okay to look at the basket and actually shoot a shot?" I mean, because he's afraid. I mean, I'm sitting up here seeing all the turnovers. He doesn't even look at the basket. Perk said he's afraid of taking a shot right now. So some of those assists he's getting to Steph, Jordan, and Clay, I could go out there and get some of those assists. They wide open. Ain't nothing but a pass. So don't let Draymond Green sit up there and fool you like everything that come out of his mouth is the gospel. That is the breakdown of how we got this back and forth feud between Draymond Green and Kendrick Perkins. And let me just say this. I remember Perkins as a Boston Celtic in the midst of their championship window. By the way, that Boston Celtics championship is the loudest won championship in the history of basketball. Perk was a very productive player that gave the Celtics some meaningful minutes at starting center. He was a big piece to their puzzle. I'm just being real. Draymond obviously has been a bigger piece to the Warriors puzzle. And if things continue with the Warriors just 4 wins away from getting back to the NBA Finals, Draymond's going into the Hall of Fame. I mean, you look at this brother's stat lines, he oftentimes gets you 8 dimes, double-digit rebounds, and he'll somewhere get you between 6 to 12, 15 points on any given night. If Draymond doesn't get suspended in the 2016 NBA Finals and the Warriors win, he's the Finals MVP that year, not Steph Curry. I mean, Draymond's a great player. Draymond, one of the reasons why he's going to push back at guys like Kendrick Perkins is because Draymond's pushing his own content. He's got a podcast with The Volume. He's also a guy that has a deal with Inside the NBA. And he claims that he could have had a deal on ESPN's First Take, a program in which Kendrick Perkins frequents. You know he's going to have an invested interest in all of the personalities at ESPN because he could have been one. And I think that's where this really starts. Kendrick has done his job for the last few years at ESPN, and this ain't the first time he's been critical of Kendrick Perkins or Draymond Green, but clearly this was the time that affected Draymond the most, and the fact that his Warriors are back into a place that they hadn't been in a couple years gives Draymond nothing more but the leverage to get whatever he's got to get off of his chest. Y'all let me know Who y'all riding with? Do you believe Draymond Green should look at the basket more and shoot the ball more like Kendrick Perkins says? Or do you look at Draymond and say, yo, whatever that dude is doing on the court, let him rock out because he clearly knows exactly what his role is in that Golden State Warriors offense? Talk to me in the comment section below. Draymond and Kendrick Perkins continue to go back and forth, back and forth. These two big dudes that I would love to see in a wrestling ring somewhere continue to talk that talk on social media and post the videos and go back and forth, network to network, about how they don't really love each other. All right? I'm out.